Good morning. My name is Emily Bryan. I'm the proud principal of the Thomas J. Kenny Elementary School. Welcome, everyone. Many more people than I thought, so welcome, everybody. I was told to write very brief remarks, but everyone in here knows that I am physically incapable of doing that, so I'll just read my long remarks very quickly. I am proud to be the leader of this incredible school community. At the Kenny School, we believe in the power of our diversity and our unity. We believe that with perseverance, integrity, and dedication to education, together we can take what is and create what can be. In just the past 4 years, we've transformed our students' academic outcomes, more than tripled our state accountability levels, and have risen from a level 3 to a level 1 Boston Public School. And we continue to close our opportunity gaps. We've transformed our enrichment spaces, our grass lot and pavement, into a flourishing garden, soccer field, and playground where our newly established soccer teams compete every Thursday, including this Thursday. Go Wildcats! We've taken what is and we've created what can be. And we will continue to rise together as a community. And we're so fortunate to have district leadership and a mayor who shares our values and demonstrates a true commitment to education and the success of the children of Boston. At his State of the City address, Mayor Walsh said, "Every day I get to go out into the neighborhoods to talk, listen, and work with the people of Boston who share their hopes and dreams with me." And I have seen this to be true. Just last year, he came out to the Kenny School, before school had even started, to help prepare the building for students. He helped paint classrooms, clean desks, and even stood on a really rickety ladder to hang the banner at our front entrance. I remember holding the base of that ladder and just picturing the Boston Globe headline, "Principal causes mayor to fall and break leg at Kenny Elementary School." That was probably a bad idea, but it looks really good. And I remember on that day, he made a side comment to me. While scrubbing a desk with a Lysol wipe, he said, "These are really old desks. You really need new furniture." And only a few months later, Boston Public Schools received funding for new furniture for classrooms across the city. And today, we now have flat-screen televisions, desks that adjust to the height of students, chairs and tables that slide together for collaborative work. He took what was and made what could be. I was there that night at the State of the City address. I remember looking up and around the room, admiring the diversity of the crowd. And I looked up and I saw one of my students in the balcony. She still had her pink backpack with her from school, and she was leaning forward, resting her hands on her chin on her hands, her eyes focused on the stage. And Mayor Walsh said, "Our city's success is our motivation to aim higher, work harder." And in that moment, I was filled with hope for her future and for ours, because I knew that what he was saying was not just words. At the Kenny and in Boston Public Schools across the city, we will continue to take what is and make what can be, together through hard work and perseverance. And I'm excited for his announcement today, because it is one more example of taking what is and creating what can be. One more example of his words becoming actions that better the lives and educational experiences of our kids. And what's more exciting than that? So thank you to Mayor Walsh, Superintendent Perille, Food and Nutrition Services, Public Facilities, Jill Shah and the Shah Foundation for being here today. Thank you for your continued support. And without further ado, I introduce the mayor of the students, the mayor of the city of Boston, Mayor Marty Walsh.
Thank you very much, Ms. Bryan. And how are you doing, Kenny School, today? Good. So do you know what we're doing today? No. This is a press conference. So when you have a press conference, you have a bunch of TV cameras from all the news stations that are here, and we're going to be talking about what I'm going to announce in a few minutes. So you're part of this group, so I want to thank you for being part of this. Thank you for letting me use your school today. It's pretty exciting that we're here today, and I know all the media folks that are here today are really excited about being here as well. Let me just thank the teachers here at the Kenny School. Thank the staff here at the school. This school is an amazing school. I've been associated with this school since I got elected to public office in 1997. This school has gone through ebbs and flows over the years, and I met Ms. Bryan probably 4 years ago, was it? You here 4 years? In my office, and she was going to be the new principal here at the school, and we talked about the school and the opportunity here, and she and the team here have done an amazing job, and I'm so proud of them for the work they do. A lot of times we read in the paper or we see on TV the bad stories about what's going on in some of our districts. We don't see the great stories, and today is a great story. So congratulations to the staff here at the Kenny School, teachers, everybody who has anything to do here, the parents, amazing stuff, the leadership. Thank you very much for what you do every day. How about we give a round of applause to all your teachers. We're also joined by some folks that work in the city of Boston that are here with us. Laura Perille, who's right here, who's our superintendent of schools. She's the boss of all the schools, so I want to thank Laura for being here. Dave Sweeney, who's the chief of staff for the city of Boston. Dave grew up down the street, and his mom was a teacher in the Boston Public Schools. And some of his family definitely came to the school because there's a ton of uncles and cousins and aunts, so I know some of them did. Emma Handy, who's the head, she runs all the money in the city of Boston, and she lives not too far from here as well. I want to thank Emma for being here. We have Trish Lyons, who runs all of the kind of public facilities and all the buildings we do. Trish is in the back, and Brian McLaughlin, who also works in the school, works with Trish Lyons. And we have a whole bunch of other folks that are here. I want to thank all the city people being here. I want to give a special shout out to Jill Shah. Jill is right here. Jill is the woman who came up with an idea of making investments into creating what we call the My Way Cafes, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. I want to thank Jill and her family for their commitment to the city of Boston. They have a business in the city of Boston, and they set up a foundation, and what they do, and they're doing off of their business, doing a lot of great things in the city, so I want to thank them. I want to thank Ross Wilson, who's in the back. Ross used to work for the school department, and now he works over at the Shah Family Foundation, and Ross is the person who helps us as well with this stuff. So it takes a whole village, right, to help people? So it takes a whole village. So when you think about how do we make schools better, how do we do great things, we need to have a whole bunch of people working together, and we have them all here today. So I want to thank them all. Who likes school lunches? Do you like the school lunches? Are they okay? Tell me the truth. Who thinks they're good? Raise your hand. Who thinks they're okay? Raise your hand. Who thinks they need to be a lot better? Raise your hand. All right. Well, one thing that we're going to do this summer, we're going to build a brand new kitchen here at the Kenny School. We're going to be building a brand new kitchen for all of you, and I guarantee you, when you come back to school next September and you have lunch and breakfast and food, you are going to absolutely love it because it is unbelievable food, and we're very excited about that. The kitchen is going to serve breakfast and lunch, and the kitchen that you're going to have here, we're actually going to change the name. It's not going to be a kitchen, and it's not going to be a cafeteria. The name of this place is going to be My Way Cafe. And it's amazing. There's some great food up here. You can see the pictures, and the food is really good. So that's what we're going to be doing here at the Kenny School. We're going to make sure that we're going to have food that's fresh. Who thinks you should have fresh food? Not packaged, right? You want fresh food? Healthy food? Well, it's some healthy food. You get a choice. You can pick and choose what health you like to eat, all right? How's that? We're going to have healthy food. We're going to make sure it tastes better, right? It should taste good, right? Lunch and breakfast should taste good. And we're going to make sure we do it every single day. So that's what we're going to plan on doing. And we're also going to build new kitchens that are going to bring My Way Cafe to 25 more schools this summer. Right now, we're in about 30 schools in the city. And after the summer, when we're done with the summer, we'll be in 25 additional schools. So we'll be in almost 55 to 60 schools. We'll have about half of our schools in the city of Boston with the My Way Cafe in them. We're excited. This program that we're talking about today, we started in East Boston a couple of years ago. Last year, we brought My Way Cafe to 30 schools in Boston, and mostly in East Boston and Dorchester and Mattapan. Now we're committing the city of Boston. Yesterday, we did our budget. We talked about the budget for the city. And in that budget, we're committing $8 million to building out brand new schools in our city capital plan. And we're going to be making sure that most of those schools are going to be built right here in Dorchester and a few other parts of the city of Boston. So the Kenny School's on the second round of these schools. So we made sure that everyone get a chance to get these cafes in here. And like before, the Shah Family Foundation providing equipment and helping to bring the service off the ground. So what we're doing is, this truly is a public-private partnership. $8 million investment by the City of Boston, roughly about an $8 million investment from the Shah Family Foundation, and we're working to make sure that we show the support that the city and the foundation are working collectively together. This isn't a one-way relationship, it's a two-way relationship, and at the end of the day, it's about benefiting the kids. It's about making sure that our young people get a fresh start in the morning by having a breakfast, making sure that our kids get real good, strong lunch in the afternoon. All the studies and everything has shown that when young people are fed and they have nutrients in their body, their brains work better, they're more attentive, they work with the teachers, they work with the schools, and it's another way of us really making sure that as we think about education and reforming education, it's not just about what's happening in the classroom, it's what's happening around the classroom and outside the classroom, and this is an opportunity for us to make sure that our young people get all the support that they need to move forward. Laura and Ross or Jill's going to talk a few minutes more about the cafes, and I look forward to hearing them. But having healthy food is important. Why is having healthy food important for your brain? Can somebody tell me?
It's important because it helps you think better and it helps you feel better in class.
Helps you think better, helps you focus, right? What else? Yes. In the back. Yeah.
You'll be like
Stronger.
stronger.
What else do you make you do? I was just in a bunch of first grade and second grade classes. What happens? What's the difference between them and you right now? Yes.
It makes you last longer during the long days of school.
Makes you last longer. What else? Makes you do something else. What's it make you do when you eat food? Remember this, first grade, second grade, now you're in fourth grade. What's the difference between you? Yes. You grow. You grow stronger and you get better. And what else? Give me one other thing. What else do you think it does? If you can have food in your brain and you feel good in classroom and you're ready to go, what does it make you do? It gives you something. Energy. What else? Back.
It makes you work.
Makes you work. What else? Yes.
Stamina.
Stamina. What else? Think about it. What else? What happens when you go home and do your homework, you come into work school the next day? Are you ready for it? Does it give you confidence to go in the classroom and do really well? It helps you with confidence. So see, all that stuff's important. Now, you're part of the press conference. So I'm asking you questions. In a little while, they're going to be asking me questions. So I'm practicing. But the best part of this program, it respects our young people. This is something that is exciting. The design of the cafeteria, of the cafe, is to make it look good, make it taste good, that young people come in and see something really different in their school and understand and appreciate the support they have. Ms. Bryan talked a little bit about coming to the school a couple years ago and seeing the old desks, and they were nice, they were great, but when you get a chance to make a change and put new desks and new paint and create new opportunities and new environment for the young people to learn, it gives them the confidence they need to be successful. And now, when they walk into the school in September, they're going to walk into this room and have a cafe here, a different type of look in the building, and it's going to be really important in giving young people the opportunity. I've sat a couple times now at My Way Cafe and had lunch in a couple different schools, and I absolutely loved it. So I look forward to being back here in September having lunch with you guys, or maybe breakfast. I haven't had breakfast yet in My Way Cafe, so I'm looking forward to breakfast. And I just want to thank everyone who made this happen. I want to thank and let people know Boston's reaffirmation to making sure that we are doing everything we can for our young people. I want to thank the press that's here today. I want to thank you for covering this event. This is an important event for the City of Boston. This is an important event for what we're doing here in the City of Boston because it is about the kids. We often say it all the time. We talk about the future of our city, and yesterday I had a chance to go to Bose and do a tour of Bose and see the great technology in Bose. I had a chance to kind of go around the City of Boston, and what we talked about was the young people of the City of Boston. These companies are coming to our city with the hope and understanding that the talent that's available in the future for working comes out of our Boston Public Schools, and that's why we're here, and that's why we're making this commitment to our young people. So, Kenny School, I want to say thank you. I want to thank you for letting me be here today, and I'm going to turn the podium over to the Superintendent of Boston Public Schools, and let's give her a nice big Kenny welcome, Laura Perille.
Good morning, everyone. This is such an exciting celebration of the future for all of the students here at the Kenny School, but I want to start out by talking to all of you. You are the fourth graders, right? Yes. That means next year when your new My Way Cafe is open here, you're going to be the leaders of this school, aren't you? So now I know that you were told to be very quiet today and to sit very carefully, but I also know that there's a very special thing here at the Kenny, which is the Kenny Pledge. Do you guys all know that? Yes. Now, against the other rules you might have been told, can you say it loud and proud for me? Are you ready? Let's hear the Kenny Pledge. That's awesome. Can we get a round of applause for the fourth graders? So I know, based on the Kenny Pledge, that the leadership and behavior and warmth and welcome and support to other students is what we'll see in this cafeteria while you're eating delicious food and getting ready for your school days and your afternoons. I want to thank Mayor Walsh, the Shah Family Foundation, and most importantly, the Boston Public Schools Food and Nutrition staff for the enormous collaborative work to make this My Way Cafe program possible across the city and starting next year here at the Kenny School as well. This has been a huge step forward for the health and wellness of our students across the city, and we're excited that even more students in Dorchester and South Boston will have access to fresh, nutritious food through My Way Cafes, like schools and students already do in East Boston, Mattapan, and Roxbury. And without the sort of collaboration and partnership and hard work that we see here today, great ideas like My Way Cafe would not be possible. And so not only do we change the cafeteria, but the entire staff works differently in helping My Way Cafe roll out. And I want to give a shout out to the food and nutrition staff of the Boston Public Schools, but also here at the Kenny, particularly Ms. Nancy, who I understand runs the school from the cafeteria. And she and her teammates will be a part of the conversations, the food choices, and the opportunity to interact with all of you here while you are enjoying My Way Cafe. The entire food and nutrition staff of the Boston Public Schools has embraced these reimagined processes in our cafeterias as My Way Cafe rolls out across the city to provide a better meal experience for all of our students. This is really beginning to pay off. It's wonderful to see the program continuing to expand to areas of the city where it's most needed. So I want to thank Laura Benavides, our Director of Food and Nutrition Services, and her entire team. And as we continue to move our schools into the 21st century with the furniture you heard about, with new buildings and repairs and new cafeterias, we know that we have a responsibility, of course, always first and foremost to teaching and learning and academics, but the fuel for that work also happens in the hallways of our buildings and in our My Way Cafes to support our students and give them everything they need so that they can be focused on learning. So I want to thank all the partners here again, the mayor, Jill Shah of the Shah Family Foundation. This has been a true public-private partnership which has allowed us to break new ground in the way food is delivered in our schools. And so with that, I would love to turn things over to the president of the Shah Family Foundation, Jill Shah.
Hi, everybody. What do you think is under these signs? Does anyone know? You might know. Do you know?
Maybe like a list of the foods that we might have.
Oh, that would have been an excellent idea. Yes?
Maybe like the flora and everything.
Oh.
How it's going to be looking.
Oh my goodness. So there are 2 students who were chosen to unveil these boards. Do you know who you are?
2 per board.
2 per board, 4.
So we have Leilani, Allie, Stanley, and Nazareth.
Great.
Come on up.
So come on up. So why don't you guys come over here? Now they might fall when you unveil them. So here, I'm gonna hold them. One of the 2 of you unveil this one. So can we just take a look at this really quickly? So look around at your cafeteria right now.
This is what it look like.
It's gonna look different because all of this is going to be a kitchen with a stove and sinks and prep tables so that cafeteria staff can slice and dice and cook. And then there's gonna be a hot and cold serving line. You see the photographs over there where there's all kinds of choices? So you will have all kinds of choices. And I heard in your pledge, there's a line about choices and that you're responsible for your choices. And so next year, you will be responsible for all of the food that goes into your body, making decisions about how you want to eat and what that's going to do. So you're even more responsible for your education with this program. You have a question?
Is that wall over here is going to get broken?
Is it going to get broken? It may get broken. I don't know. You know, we can measure it afterwards and we'll find out. Okay, and we're going to unveil this one. You guys ready? Okay, you want to take this corner and you take that corner? Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Hold on.
Whoa! What's this a map of? What is this, you guys? Whoa, it is Boston. Do you have any idea where you are? Maybe here? So in Dorchester and in South Boston, all of the schools in those districts will receive My Way Cafe. So we're going to do a lot of building this year. Thank you guys for coming up. We appreciate it. So it's all very, very, very exciting. And really all I want to do is thank all of the people in this room. When you look around you, there are so many people responsible for making things happen in your schools. And the mayor has a tremendous vision for how to deliver fresh, healthy, wonderful, delicious, I promise, food to you. But there's staff at the school system and staff in his office who help make all of these plans, who are going to have folks in here all summer working so that when you come in, there's gonna be this bright, shiny, new, beautiful kitchen. And so all of these teams here, I'm very grateful to all of them, and I appreciate all of your hard work in making this happen. And it is such an honor to be able to partner with all of you, and thank you. Thank you very much for what you're doing for the city of Boston.
Students, on behalf of the whole school, you're going to represent the entire school right now, okay? So that's how loud you're going to be. We're going to give a big thank you because everyone here is responsible for bringing this amazing, exciting new kitchen and new food for you. Are you ready to represent all of the kids? Good. Bring in kindergarten, bring in first grade, second, third, fourth, fifth. 1, 2, 3. Thank you!
All right, let me just ask, now that it's a press conference, we're going to ask the press, do they have any questions on My Way Cafe first? Do the kids have any questions on My Way Cafe? Yes, back in the back. Make me look good because the cameras are on us. So I'll be on TV tonight.
Is it going to be actually great? Is it actually going to be great food? Are you going to?
All right, can I tell you? I went to the Bradley School in East Boston, and I ate broccoli. And I like broccoli anyway, but it was the best broccoli I ever ate in my life. They had tacos. They had chicken and fish tacos. They had, you could pick all kinds of, you could have salad if you want salad, but if you didn't want to eat the lettuce, you could have carrots and you could have cucumbers, you could have celery. It was unbelievable. So it was really, really good. And the water. Do you ever go, anyone ever go away to a place and they have like water with like oranges in it and they make it like, that's what you have here. It's going to be unbelievable. Yes? The walls? I think we're going to clean it out. I'm going to talk to, Brian's back there, so he knows he has to do a little special in this school. And that's off the record. But yeah, this school's going to be taken care of a little more. It's going to look, tell me, when you walk, trust me, when you walk in here, you're going to be like, oh my God, what, it looks different. Yes. How do we set it up? So we have to do now, an architect designs that, so somebody who does architecture designs what the kitchen will look like. I think they're going to knock out the back wall, and they're going to put the kitchen in place, and then they think about like where should the seats go and how should it work, and then an architect designs it. And then what happens, it comes to the city of Boston, and we have a budget, so we put in the budget how much we think it's going to cost. And we work with the Shah family, with Jill and her team, and they say this is the equipment we have to buy. So it's a whole process. It's kind of like going to class. So when you start the first day, you get a bunch of books. You're not really sure what's in the books, but by the end of the year, you have it down. That's kind of like what we're doing here. We're in our first day today, and we're designing it. And by the end of the school year, we'll have it all set up right. One more question. Who hasn't asked me a question? Right here, in the middle. Yes. Yeah. Like legit, everything's gonna be fresh. Like there'll be no more like you won't be getting like this plastic container with a plastic wrap on the top anymore. You'll be actually going in, walking through a line. Do you ever go to a restaurant and like go to like a cafeteria, walk around? That's what it is. You walk in, you're gonna walk up, somebody's behind the counter, you're gonna say, listen, I think I'm gonna have this today. Like to have this today. I want some of this today, and that's it. That's exactly how it works. All right, one more question over here. Yes. No, I think we're keeping this wall here because there's a very important room behind me, isn't there? Yeah, we can't mess that up. Anybody in the band here? Yeah, we gotta have a band, so like we're not gonna mess up the music room. Yes.
I'm in the band.
You are. I've seen you marching. On Dorchester today, we're all gonna be marching down the avenue together, right? All right. Any questions from the press on this? Any other questions? We can do it here if you want. We'll do it outside? Okay. All right, listen, thank you to Ms. Bryan. Thank you to the teachers. Thank you to the students. Thank you to Jill and her family for their great work they do, and everyone that has anything to do with this today. Thank you. Now you got to go back to school and learn.